Welcome to The Show Off, the podcast where we make each other sit down, shut up, and watch episodes of our favorite TV shows and then explain, or be forced to listen to, why it's top-tier television. This show is for anyone who has ever wanted to go on endless tangents about their favorite shows, but their friends and family don't want to hear it. We get it. Ditch those losers and come hang out with us instead. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Kampy.
And this is The Show Off.
Previously on the Show Off podcast. What are we doing next time? Because it's not WandaVision.
I know! We've finished WandaVision to a somewhat shaky conclusion.
Yes.
But now we're moving on to Agatha All Along. Episode 1, Seekest Thou the Road. Episode 2, Circle Sown with Fate, Unlock Thy Hidden Gate.
Yes, and I am very excited for this.
Yeah, same.
We're live.
We're back.
Hello.
We are in a new environment today.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Michelle and Kevin.
Shout out. Thanks, guys.
It's much more comfortable in here, I would say.
Than my office?
Than your steamy apartment.
You know, I just have a built-in sauna. I don't know why you're complaining.
For recording purposes, this is very nice.
Embrace the sweat.
It's a 2-in-1. Twofer.
No, we get to use their house today.
And their ginormous TV.
Oh my God. Right?
I'm truly so excited to watch television.
It is going to be a great way to experience this. At least for these first 2 episodes. Which, speaking of,
yes,
I'm skipping the bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. What are we doing?
We've done it. We're at the main event.
Yes.
We are watching Agatha All Along.
Whoop whoop.
This was the whole point. The whole point of us watching WandaVision was to get to Agatha, because I wanted you to have some context for what we're about to watch. But yeah, and it's interesting timing. It's basically the year anniversary of the show.
Yeah,
since the show came out. Because it came out around the start of September last year and went through Halloween. So here we are. And
we'll probably won't finish it until after Halloween.
yeah, we'll see how long it takes us. We both got some travel coming up some just busyness in general.
Oh, I got a lot of travel coming up. I think I got, let me do the math. Hold on. 30 days that I'm going to be out of the state
total
in the next month and a half.
Dude, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a little scared for you.
I am too.
Oh, no.
I've done this before.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be fine. I'll just be very exhausted come November.
Right. But for today.
Yes.
We're getting witchy with it.
Hell yeah.
Let me just give some quick stats before we get started. I blasted through them last time, but just to remind y'all, Agatha All Along is created by Jack Schaefer, aired last year in 2024. Stars Kathryn Hahn as Agatha Harkness, Joe Locke as Teen, Sashir Zamata as Jennifer Kale, Ali Ahn as Alice Wu Gulliver, Patti LuPone as Lilia Calderu, and Deborah Jo Rupp as Mrs. Hart. So those are our main 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Can't
7.
believe Mrs. Hart's making a comeback.
I know. And that's not even her real name.
No. Yeah. So I'm getting ahead of myself here. But now I'm already like, all right, what's her story?
Right.
Was she a witch before? I don't think she was. Maybe she's discovering her witchiness now.
Yeah.
Because of what happened to her. She
never
wants
definitely
to feel that powerless again.
Yeah.
So
she is the oddball here.
Yeah.
I would say. Although you haven't met any of the other characters. But
no. But I'm assuming all the other ones are already thoroughly engrossed in the world.
Right. Witchy related.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least. Yeah. I guess that brings us to any predictions you have, any expectations.
Obviously, the start of the Witch's Road.
Yeah.
Getting the band back together energy is what I'm expecting.
Okay.
So
getting the band back together.
Well, that kind of energy, you know, that like that classic like
assembling the team.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and then party. Each person has like their thing. It's kind of like the heist setup, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Like this is what this person's good at. Let's do a little quick showcase of them showing off their talent.
Actually, I for sure caught myself about halfway through originally watching this show. Like, I want these people to do a heist.
We're already on the same page.
Yeah.
I'm expecting that energy, right? This is what this person's good at. This is what they're currently doing. let's rope them in to this. Because in order to do the witch's road, she needs a coven. But she's always been one who, you know, isn't in a coven.
She's a lone wolf.
Mostly because the coven tried to kill her.
Right.
But also. Yeah. So, you know, that's really, there's not a lot to predict yet beyond that. But we did talk a little bit too of like, how did Agatha get free from her spell? And if we're talking Marvel timelines, she's been on the DL for 4 years, right?
Yeah. Well, three. 2021 to 2024.
3 years. And in that time, Wanda gets got, kind of?
Wanda gets got, supposedly.
Right. So my theory went 2 ways, right? Either when Wanda destroyed the hex and yeeted her husband and children, then Agatha got free because the hex wasn't there anymore.
Like immediately.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like literally immediately.
Yeah.
And then Agatha would be like, haha, dumb bitch. Or what I think is more likely is that is a separate spell outside of the hex, which means she was stuck like that for a little bit.
Yeah.
After Wanda supposedly got, then the spell was broken.
Right.
Because the witch who cast it was dead, supposedly. In which case, yeah, this is why Agatha's coming back onto the scene after 3 years. Because she's finally free of the curse. And she's really fucking pissed about it. And she wants more power than ever to make sure that can never happen again. Which is why her and Mrs. Hart share commonality.
Okay. Okay.
So that's all I got for episode 1.
Okay.
And then what's the episode 2? It's like Circle Sown.
Yeah. Circle sown with fate, unlock thy hidden gates.
So, yeah, once they're agreeing to do the road, once they start, they have to.
We are then going to the road.
The circle has been sown. Okay. Your fate is locked in. They must continue down the path.
Yeah.
What I'm curious about. So, do you remember in... Oh, God, what was it called? Suicide Squad?
You tell me. I don't know where you're going with this.
So in Suicide Squad, when they set up the movie, they have like a 45-minute intro of like, I could go on about Suicide Squad editing, but I won't. I'll save it. But basically, they get the gang together, right? And then they're like, we're going to start the mission. And then someone's like, but what if I don't do what you tell me to do? And then he immediately gets his head blown up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So like there is a character there to prove to the other characters why they have to go down this road.
Sure. Okay.
So I'm like, with Agatha, they could do that too, where it's like, here's all the gang, episode 1. And then episode 2, someone immediately tries to back out. And then either gets got or gets everybody else hurt because they're all in it together.
Okay.
So like someone's testing that boundary and that limit. And they're like, oh, fuck, no, I'm stuck. I am stuck in this.
Oh.
And if I had to guess who, I don't know the other characters yet, but it would be Mrs. Hart because she's the oddball.
Interesting. Okay, so that's what you're basing this theory on.
Yes.
It's like, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all I got.
So she's like the tester, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like basically giving you the stakes then.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Because you have to raise the stakes and right? So you have to like establish them strong so that way we stay invested.
Right.
Like,
and also like this Witch's Road thing being nothing that any of us have ever heard of before.
Right.
Like, we don't really know what we're getting into.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's all I got.
Well, I think these first 2 episodes are going to throw you some interesting curveballs.
So it's going to be nothing like that.
No, I didn't say that. There's just more to explore, you know. But I think you're really going to enjoy this. I also wanted to say in the vein of trying to prevent your disappointment, I think you can almost entirely disconnect this show from anything else Marvel related.
Cool.
Yeah. So like there are, I would say Wanda very much haunts the narrative, but other than that, like it's pretty separate in its own thing.
Cool. Okay.
So I think that will help you a lot.
And that's kind of why I was interested.
Yeah.
Obviously one, you talked it up a lot.
Yeah.
So it better meet that standard.
Yeah.
No.
I have high standards.
You do. You actually, yeah, you have very high standards. So you did talk it up a lot. So I'm like, okay, like I'm interested. But also, to me, it doesn't read like superhero.
No, it really doesn't.
It is witchcraft. It's a different thing. And so
yeah. There's witchiness, there's powers, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to suspend my cynicism for let's ground them in the real world, because if I can accept that this is like basically its own universe of witchcraft with its own rules that people are aware of and are following.
Yeah, and it very much is, I would say.
Yeah, I don't know. That's part of what I'm like, it doesn't seem as Marvel as other Marvel stuff.
Exactly.
From the outside looking in. So
yeah, for sure.
I'm interested.
Yeah.
Plus, can I actually tell you what really sold me?
Oh.
I think it was a GIF on Tumblr that, I don't know if it was you that posted or I was just on there like trying to figure out how to post on Tumblr. But it was definitely a GIF of, is it Aubrey or Audrey?
Aubrey.
Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah. Who I maybe forgot to mention in the cast, but Aubrey Plaza plays Rio.
Well, one, she's in this. I love her.
Yeah, she's great.
I love anything she's in. So that's also why I'm watching.
We hope
this.
she's doing well.
But it was like a gif of her, like I think it was Catherine Hahn like winked and then Aubrey like licked her lips or something. Like there was hot tension there in this gif combo where I'm like, okay,
what's going on there?
I'm kind of into this queer thing that's happening.
Yeah,
let's check it out. So yeah, that was the gift that sold me.
That's definitely happening. I don't remember the scene that you're talking about, but presumably we will figure it out.
Yeah. If we come across it, I will point it out.
You'll know.
I'll be the Leo, meme pointing at the TV.
Yeah, you'll know it when you see it. Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah, no, they are definitely one of the best parts of the show. Sounds good. I'm excited to get into it. I'm excited to get into all the twists and turns. Mm-hmm. I haven't watched the show since it aired last year. I've watched every episode several times, but it's been a while.
So you're not a chronic rewatcher. You're just a chronic rewinder. So you just...
Yes. Yeah, that is actually the true difference between you and I, isn't it? You're a chronic rewatcher, but I am like a chronic rewinder within the same episode.
Yes.
So, yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of complexity here to be dived into, figured out, and it's super fun, so I'm excited.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's go down the witch's road.
Down the witch's road, baby.
We're recording again.
Alrighty. We're back.
Hello.
Down the road. Down the witch's road. All right, we've seen episodes 1 and 2.
Yes.
Overall thoughts?
So nothing like what I predicted.
Well, a little bit. Like we brought the band together.
We did to get the band together. And we did get to see like a little bit of what they do.
Each have like a title.
Yes.
So we learned that Lilia is the divination witch, and she's, apparently can read the future. Jen is the potions witch.
Yep.
And she has a company where she makes stuff, probiotic candles to be specific. And Alice, who we learn in this episode is a blood witch, which is a child of a witch.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So we don't know what her thing is yet.
The psychic witch is air, right? The potion witch is water.
I didn't know if you would catch this.
The blood witch is fire.
Yeah.
And then they had to get an earth witch. So I guess Agatha, that makes her the avatar?
Good question. I don't think this spoils anything, so I think I can say it. Agatha's element is spirit.
Okay. Oh, so she's an energy bender. Cool.
Well, yeah, and like if you think about what her power is,
right,
and how she
other people.
gets power.
God, there's so many parallels.
Yeah, it is a little Avatar: The Last Airbender coded, a little bit, tiny bit.
I mean, you can force that in anyway. Yeah. It's the 4 elements.
Yeah, the elements will come more into play a little bit further on.
Well, if they have an earth witch.
Yeah.
It better.
Right. But back to episode 1.
Yeah, anyway, so about that. Initial response and reaction. What sold me was the canted angle.
Okay, be more specific.
Goddamn.
In episode 1?
No, in episode 2.
Oh, okay.
Episode 1, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm vibing. And like, as I'm watching it, I'm like, yeah, this is something that I enjoy watching, but this is definitely something, if I saw it, I would not continue watching it. I would have been like, okay, that was a fun romp. Anyway. Right?
Oh, like the initial.
Yeah, like it didn't grab me. But again, I don't have the emotional investment.
Well, and it wasn't.
And like.
It was like a false start, right?
Yeah.
And it was intentionally a false start.
Yeah. And that, again, not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. Yeah. I enjoyed it, but it's still like nothing that like was like, yeah, I want to keep watching. And then as we're getting into episode 2, I'm like, all right, sure, picking up the vibe. Again, fun time.
Yeah.
And then as things start to escalate and we get the canted angles and the spookiness, I was like, oh, I'm in.
I knew you would be by that point.
Yeah, because then it just went full style, and
for sure.
I'm a sucker for style.
You are indeed.
Yeah.
So am I. Okay, let's talk through episode 1 first. So you weren't expecting this fake TV show.
Yeah, we're doing the TV show thing again.
Yes, we are.
Which, yeah, that makes sense.
Well,
but it's
like,
clearly a TV show only in her head.
Yes.
Yeah.
So at what point, like, how quickly did you clue into that? Pretty much immediately? Because we started watching it and you were like, wait, she's a cop? And I was like, just give it a minute. So how long did it take?
I actually didn't really totally clue in, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah.
I was still bought into like, okay, I guess she picked up a job as a detective. Sure, I'll roll with it. No, I didn't. I didn't pick up on it until after like she started, because she was like, the weird little hallucination flashes were happening at that point, right? And even then I was like, oh, they're trying to ease her out of it.
Or hallucinations? Not really hallucinations.
No, because the reality she was in was the hallucination. She was actually seeing glimpses.
I feel like you actually, no, you told me that you figured out when Rio came in, Aubrey Plaza came in.
Oh, yeah.
And started like
asking
her questions.
Her name's Rio?
Yeah.
Okay. Because when she came in, it was very evident that she was like, I know who this bitch is.
Yeah.
This
she
bitch
does know who that bitch is.
Clearly doesn't know enough to know who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it was definitely, because it was her trying to like it was her poking the bear.
Yeah.
Trying to like wake her up, basically.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. And I mean, that's why I'm like, I still wasn't totally like, oh, it's a fake TV show thing until after she was out of it. Because I thought it was just them being like, we got to get the switch back on top. Completely different scenario. Kind of. The one dude was definitely like, I got to get the switch back on top. But Rio, I think she was just, I don't know. She was like, I can't, this is too pathetic.
Yeah.
This isn't a challenge for me. I want to have some fun here.
Right. Or at least that's what Agatha convinces her of by the end.
Weak. I think that's like she bought that too fast. I don't think that's what's actually happening.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was way too quick of a switch where she's like I won't kill you. I can't kill you, but I can sure make you wish you were dead. Right.
Right.
And then she was like, just wait till I'm back on top, baby.
Yeah.
Right.
So no, that was her plan all along.
Yeah. And then she was just like, okay.
Yeah.
Like it was too quick of an agreement.
Fair enough.
Like, really? Like, you got something else up your sleeve too.
Yeah.
Rio's playing a game.
I would say.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know what her angle is yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Do you know what show the first episode was referencing?
Because the credits were rolling and it said like based off the Danish show.
The Danish series WandaVision.
Yeah.
WandaVision.
Yeah, it was spelled fun. No, Danish is a real language. It's Dutch. That's not real. Okay. For my linguistic thoughts, please check out my other podcast. I'm joking. No, I thought there was like a really, I don't want to say it was a famous series, but it was one that my editing professor used to bring up. And I don't know much about it at all, but I do know it was like this groundbreaking murder mystery.
You don't remember what it's called, though?
No.
Okay. Should I tell you?
Yes, please.
So I think there's a couple series, but specifically it was referencing Mayor of Easttown.
Yeah. Okay.
Which was, what's her name? Kate Winslet. And it's, it's basically a murder mystery. Very much the vibes that they were trying to.
Oh, wait. No, I have heard of that one.
I think also some True Detective.
That's not the one I had in my mind, though.
Interesting.
Hold on.
Something older? No.
I wish maybe it's the Summerdoll murders. No, that's too recent. There was some weird Nordic detective show that my editing professor was really into. And I've seen bits of it, but I can't tell you what it's called. But either way, it was making fun of the true crime genre,
right.
Which totally fair. That genre is, I think, one of the fastest growing across the board when it comes to YouTube channels, podcast, books.
Yeah.
Like, true crime is it. So yeah, I mean, clearly just poking fun at that.
Right. And definitely Catherine Hahn doing some over the top things in this episode, but also like not too over the top, like just on the, I feel like just on the edge of like, that was a little bit of a weird delivery. Like what? Mm-hmm. She just went like a little too far with that. That was weird.
The classic cynical, snarky detective mixed with Catherine Hahn.
Yeah. And just like some of the, like when they're in the interrogation room and she's like slams the like pictures down on the table and like, I don't know. It's like, you're just kind of like, oh, it just kind of, it doesn't make you outright like, ha ha ha, that's so funny. But you're just kind of like, oh,
no, there was the line
weird.
too where like the guy was asking her like, I want to go down the road. And then she's like, I was on a road today. Led to a bad place. I was like, what the fuck kind of line is that?
Yeah.
Like that's horrible writing.
Yep. It's because it's the TV show that she's writing in her head in real time.
Yeah, it makes a lot more sense
Which
now.
is awesome.
But no, it was funny too because like, you know, Dottie pops up and Norm and all the characters that we saw in WandaVision.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't know if we need to walk through it. There's a lot of little things that you can pick up on once you like know what's happening, if you know what I mean. So for example, in the beginning when she pulls up to the crime scene and there's like the yellow crime scene tape, and you see Herb on the other side and he like turns around and starts talking to her, and then later like when she's out of the illusion, she comes out of her house and Herb is cutting this yellow hedge of bushes and he's like across. So like you can start matching stuff like that, which is really clever. And there's lines like later when she's in the office and the chief is like, go home, Agnes. And she's like, I am home. It's because she's actually in her house.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
So there's like a bazillion of them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's super fun to like rewatch once you know.
Yeah,
what's
with like
happening.
that in mind.
Yeah. Like when you realize she is walking around her house and the neighborhood like a crazy person, just like spouting weird stuff, as she says later. But it's all actually a little bit tied into the reality of things and the illusion at the same time. Let's talk about, okay, so let's just blast through this. So she comes across the body and you clocked right away like, oh, is that Wanda?
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, because they were describing the state of the body and it looked like it had been crushed by an unknown source. And from what you told me, she crushed herself under rocks, I guess.
Yeah. So there were a few things that were like a little bit more pointed references to what happened in that movie.
By the way, that's a way to kill witches. Or that was like an old execution method. I don't know if you know about this. This was like a torture method of execution.
Being crushed under a rock.
Yeah, you would put the victim on like the floor or whatever. And then you would put like a board on top of them, and then you would stack rocks on it until it crushed them to death.
What?
Yeah.
Not just like being stoned to death?
No, I mean like literally bit by bit.
How do you know that one?
I went to a torture museum. It was raining in, I think it was Bruges, and there was not a lot else to do. And there was
Europe.
a very famous torture museum, and I was like, sure, why not?
Sure, why not? Famous last words.
It's very dark.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I did not know that one.
But that is a method of torture and murder. And I'm pretty sure.
I think being stoned would work too.
It was used during the witch trials. Maybe not in American witch trials, but definitely European.
And was it another thing of like, if you survive the rocks?
Yeah.
Then you're not a witch.
Yeah, naturally. No, if you survive, you are a witch. All the more reason to kill you. If you die, well, at least you're with Jesus now.
Right. There's that comment later when Rio and Agatha are facing off where she's like listing off all the ways that witches are, she's like, or drowned, whatever. And Agatha's like, there are no new methods. Anyway, okay, so it's Wanda, or it's, Wanda's stand-in. We see like the blackened fingers.
Yep.
Which again, it goes back to Wanda having had the Darkhold, which Agatha previously had, dark magic book. And that's when we get to, like, we start to have some of these lines of, like, this woman lying dead in a creek has just got me down in the dumps. Which is partially, I think, a reference to, like, the mayor of Easttown of it all.
Okay.
It's supposed to be, because it's supposed to be, like, a Jersey accent or something.
That's why she said crick?
I think so.
Okay, because I was wondering that, because like northern Wisconsin, they say crick instead of creek. And so I was like, they're not doing a Midwest thing, are they?
Dude, I also thought this because I was like listening to her talk and I was like, okay, it's not supposed to be the Midwest.
It's like, it's not right for the Midwest.
But why does it sound
different
to me?
Yeah.
And then I was like, let me look up where Catherine Hahn's from. She's from Ohio. So it's adjacent. It's adjacent.
But if she's trying to do a Jersey thing, I don't know, maybe Jersey people say crick.
Apparently. Yeah. I think that specific word was supposed to like bring you into the East Coast of it all. I don't know.
So funny too. I was just talking to my mom about this the other day because
Yeah.
we were down by the creek and and I was like, "Why do you always call it a crick, Mom?" And she's from Green Bay, so
Yeah.
she had to defend herself.
Right. Yeah. So I also heard Midwest when I first watched this. I was like, what's going on? Which actually made me once again think of Fargo, except it's not like snowing.
No.
So that would be like the main difference.
And it's not as black comedy.
No,
which
not
I would
quite
eat up.
Yeah, not quite that dark.
No.
Okay, and then and Herb at this point like makes some comment about like, oh, you don't seem like yourself. Mm-hmm. And Agnes is like, and who is that exactly?
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, it's just like almost every single line is like leading you there.
Yeah, and that line in particular, I was like, oh, okay.
Okay, that's where you started to be like, got it. Mm-hmm. Cool. Let's see. Then what do? We go to the library.
Yep.
To see Dottie.
Because that's one thing they found on the body.
Right.
Was
a library
one of those
card.
old library insert things. I used to have to stamp those at the high school.
Right.
As part of my library assistant job.
I know, that's a throwback for sure. Yeah, so we take that to the library. We get to talk to Dottie for a minute. Again, just like another character reminding us of WandaVision. Mm-hmm. And
we get the book was not checked out. Right. It was stolen.
It was stolen 3 years ago.
Yep. So don't know by who or why, but we get the name of the book.
Yeah.
Which, fuck if I can remember.
Yeah. Let me see if I can try. Dialogue and Rhetoric known. Nope. I lost it. I know the acronym. Dialogue and Rhetoric something by Andrew Ugo.
Is that really
I remember the author's name.
Ugo?
Yeah, and Ugo. Ugo.
That's
what?
Don't you call Hugo that? Ugo?
Yeah. Yeah, but like Hugo is spelled Hugo.
Yeah, but I just think that's funny that one of your friends' names was there.
True.
Okay, yeah. Dialogue and Rhetoric known.
I don't remember it. The point is it spells Darkhold.
Yes. It was such a mouthful.
Yeah. But all the copies are burned. Mm-hmm. And that's because Wanda had the Darkhold, right? In the movie, a whole like multiverse thing happens, right? Which I kind of told you about.
Kind of.
She like tries to go to another universe to steal her kids.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
So at the end of the movie, when she like realizes the error of her ways,
she like destroys all.
She uses her magic to destroy every copy of the Darkhold in every universe.
Okay.
Apparently.
Okay. See, that's context where like, because even as I was watching it, I'm like, do I need this context or can I just piece it together?
Right. Not necessarily.
Yeah. And I'm totally fine with like,
yeah.
I'm okay with some of it staying a little bit of a mystery box and piecing some of it together.
For sure.
Because it's enough breadcrumbs for me to be like, okay, I get the picture.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, the point of that being there's no more Darkhold and that will not be a source of Agatha's power for the show. Okay, cool. And then we go into the precinct, right?
Yep.
We meet the captain who is Norm. Mm-hmm. Not Norm.
No. The dude with the big nose. I
forgot his name. I think she just calls him Chief.
She does. I just can't remember his WandaVision name.
He also reads Midwest to me.
He reads so Midwest.
So again, I was just very confused.
Especially as he's being police chief and like getting bullied by her and he's just like, okay, bud.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, what are we doing here? But whatever, he tells her that there's sediment that was found in the body that was only found in Eastern Europe. Mm-hmm. Again, just more ties to Wanda.
I just had a thought occur, but we'll get there.
And she's like, okay, you're like leading up to something I'm not going to like. Mm-hmm. And then in walks in Miss Rio, FBI agent Rio
Aubrey
Vidal.
Plaza.
Yes, Aubrey Plaza herself. Agatha is shook by her presence a little bit, or at least surprised.
It's like immediately established just the way they exchange that there's history.
Yes. Yeah. They've met each other before without us having to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is where I want to like zero in here a little bit. She says fancy dirt always attracts the attention of the feds. So that's like, it's starting to be more of those corny lines.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when they were talking about like the facts of the case, and she's like, it's the stories of this town.
Well, that is interesting.
Okay, can you read it to me?
Yeah,
I know I'm skipping ahead some lines, but like,
okay,
I need to address this when we're talking about corny lines.
Let's see. All right. Well, first of all, we get "Eat my ass, Chief," which is just a really great delivery by Catherine Hahn. Okay, it's been a long time. What are you doing here? My job. What is Rio's job? Again, everything has a double meaning.
Oh, what is Rio's? What?
Coming back, we're going to circle back around.
Yeah.
Agnes, you want to take control of my investigation? No. If you want to be in control, you can be. Said with unnecessary sexiness. and Agnes is very like taken aback when she says that. She like stutters a little bit.
Are you hitting on me?
Yeah. The body was moved across state lines. Is that your play? Is this really how you see yourself? Says Rio.
Yeah, see, all these lines are so on the nose of Rio is clearly aware of the situation,
right, and trying to get through to her.
Yeah, without like breaking character, right? Yes.
Agnes doesn't reply, so she's like, sure, let's talk about the case. What are your theories? No drag marks. Thinking the perp carried her. Seems logical, but you don't really believe that because no tracks, no leaf disturbed before forensics showed up. It's almost like she just magically appeared. Let's stick to reality here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, here it is. If there's one thing we can agree on, it's that these cases are always about the place, the specific small town, the history of it, the people in it, the secrets buried beneath it. That's where the answers lie.
Yeah. So we have to approach this from two angles because that's how this show is written.
Yes, ma'am.
From the angle of we're in a true crime story, I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, it sounds like it's supposed to be this deep, profound line, but I'm like, okay. Like, it's just weird, man.
A little weird.
It's just a weird line. Yeah, there's secrets but like, that's not how true crime cases work. Sometimes it's just random shit, you know? And like the most titillating, most exciting ones are the drama and like the small town, like intertwine, but that's not how, like, you know, so like it's just one of those lines where I'm like, what the fuck are you getting at? This is nothing to what? But can you read it again?
I would be happy to. These cases are always about the place, the specific small town, the history of it, the people in it, the secrets buried beneath it. That's where the answers lie.
Right. So the secrets buried beneath it. When they go down the Witch's Road, they literally go down under the town. When they talk about the people within the town, they literally find the coven within the town, right? And the secrets and all that. So it's going to be the stuff that's exposed along the way. So it's clearly kind of like these cases, this show is about this town, these people in it.
Yeah.
The secrets that these people have.
Also, if you take the case as just this first episode and like the construction that Agatha is in, it's about her having been in Westview while Wanda created her whole world, the specific small town, the history of it, that whole history of what happened in WandaVision, the people in it, the characters that came out of that show, the secrets buried beneath it. Again, then that's starting to get into more stuff. But
yeah, which is like and this is why I'm saying, like, for the setup of a true crime show, that makes no fucking sense. For an exciting, titillating, like, murder mystery fiction story, okay, maybe.
I will say, like, true crime, yes. I would say don't lean too far into the true crime aspect of it.
I know.
More
but
just like
it was one
detective.
of those lines though when like we're in that moment where I heard that line and this is why I wasn't sold at first in the first episode, because I heard that line and I'm like, that makes no sense. I'm like, I thought this writing was supposed to be good.
Yeah. But I mean, think about, I feel like, and I haven't seen Mayor of Easttown, so I can't speak to this, but The genre that I'm really picking up on here is like Broadchurch, which would be exactly this. The specific small town, the history of it, the people in it, the secrets buried beneath it, the murder.
Yes.
Like that's...
But this is why I'm like, in a fiction murder mystery, yes. Real life, not always the case.
Oh, with the idea that like Agnes believes this is real life.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, the line just doesn't read. Because any kind of fiction, true crime, or not true crime, if it's fiction, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Any kind of fiction, yes, that should be the case. That's part of what makes the fiction murder mystery fun.
Right.
Is uncovering the secrets of the town.
But it's her playing a character.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we can move past it.
It's still a really interesting line, I think, in regards to, again, like kind of laying out a lot of pieces that are in play for the show as a whole. So I do like that. Okay. Yeah, and then just kind of more like who better to solve the case than someone who's lived in Westview their whole life.
Yep, and then her face makes that weird constipated look.
Yeah. Yeah, and she's just like, I don't want you here. And Rio leaves with Teveo. Mm-hmm. See ya. Cool. And then, we did get, so earlier in the episode, she found her little brooch thing.
Yeah, in like a little pool of water.
We see later that it's just on her floor in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And we learn in this next scene that is the maiden mother crone on the...
Oh, I missed that.
Okay. Yeah, Norm. She goes to see Norm, who in...
this is a pawnbroker in her fantasy.
And he says that's a triple goddess, maiden mother crone. And she says, what? No working professional goddess? The next important thing here is we find out this brooch is a locket. And it has some hair inside.
There's a little... What do you call that? Why am I so bad at words today? Lock. A little lock of hair.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And once again, this seems to resonate with Agnes.
Yep,
Agatha.
she sees it and she makes another constipated face. And then we move on.
Yeah. I think there's some more layers to that one, but we'll move on.
Whose hair is that?
Whose hair is that?
Her mother's? Her own? Her daughter's?
All good guesses. And then we get this scene with Rio and Agnes at Agnes's house, which is her house from WandaVision. Mm-hmm. And this line that Rio pulls up with,
universally acknowledged.
Did you know that is a universally acknowledged truth that a lady cop cannot be good at her job and have a healthy personal life at the same time? It's so good.
Yeah.
Again, making fun of the genre and also a Pride and Prejudice reference at the same time.
It's great.
Amazing.
I wonder if they're gonna play out like Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy. Wonder if there's a little bit of Pride and Prejudice between the two of them.
Oh.
Also, like, goddamn, if Aubrey Plaza came up to me and like dropped a Jane Austen reference as a pickup line, it'd be like, over. Yeah. Like, asexuality's gone all of a sudden.
Love that for you.
Mm-hmm. I think I found my sexuality now.
It's just Aubrey Plaza.
Aubrey Plaza specifically saying that line.
Yeah, it's very good. She also like pulls this pizza out of her behind
her
back.
She pulls it from behind her back. I'm like, if there was a real pizza in there, it'd be so fucked up. It'd be like the cheese would just be on the side.
Also, just very impressive that she hid the whole thing behind her back.
Yeah, for such a tiny woman.
Yeah, she's not wide in the least. Okay, so then we get this scene. So this was, and you like started excitedly pointing at the TV at this point. This is where the meme came from.
Yeah,
somewhere.
Which like I didn't actually ever see the moment.
GIF set, whatever it is.
Yeah,
that you saw.
So it must have just been like different scenes cut together to make it work. But it was definitely her with the beer bottle on that chair.
Yeah.
So yes, that was me doing the Leo meme.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, yeah, we get. They're just shooting the shit. Agnes says, I have a lead in the case. And Rio immediately responds, that's not why I came over. Mm-hmm. And she's like, flirting, what do I do? Can't blame you, girl. But go ahead. Okay. I'm curious to see what you make of this. So there was a car wreck.
This is the before when I was like, and then I was like, no, we'll get there. We're here.
Okay, we're here.
We're here now.
Here. Great. All right. You want me to read through it?
Yes.
Okay. There's a car wreck about an hour before time of death. Where? Eastview. See, I thought you turned into a pumpkin that far afield. Hey, I travel. I'm worldly. Where have you traveled?
Constipated face again.
Yep. Okay, so what about the car wreck? Blood stain in the back seat. You think that's now how they moved her? Front 2 airbags deployed. Maybe 2 perps. Maybe. But you don't like it. My gut tells me they're related, but I can't shake this feeling I'm seeing it wrong.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
No, and I'm mad about it because that's why I was like, wait a second. There was a car accident that we were told about very briefly, and then
in the
quickly
beginning.
Moved past. Why is that relevant? Was there a car crash in a Marvel movie that I missed?
No.
So there's no broader context that I'm missing from this. It's
not yet.
Strictly within the context of this show.
Mm-hmm.
A car crash.
Don't think about it too hard. You're not really supposed to know at this point.
Okay.
But just keep that in mind.
But it is something that's going to be relevant at some point.
Very much. So details of the case,
Yeah.
you know? And she says, my gut tells me they're related, but I can't shake this feeling I'm seeing it wrong. So are they related? Is it related to the murder? Is it something completely different?
I don't know. I don't know.
All right. Oh yeah, and then we get this line. Can I ask you something? Yeah. Do you remember why you hate me? Rio says to Agatha.
And then she makes that face again.
And she says, no. But she does definitely hate her.
Yep.
Are you hiding evidence? No.
Liar. She
You're
found
only lying
the
to yourself.
little thing.
You're only lying
little
to yourself.
brooch.
Yeah. So, just very briefly, very, very briefly hinting at their history there and whatever happened with them.
Which I kind of love this thing that the Scarlet Witch could erase her memories, but not her core emotions.
Ooh, say more.
And like, well, I mean, like there's this saying, and I truly believe it, which is people don't remember what you say, they remember how you made them feel. And like, that's kind of a philosophy I live by, at least professionally, of like, I'm not always going to have all the answers, but I can make people feel like they're heard.
Yeah.
Right. And it makes an impact and an impression. And so I'm like, it's one of those things where emotions, for whatever reason, are always so much stronger than the memories themselves. And they always will be. And so I just love that, like, it makes sense within the universe, but I feel like it just makes sense with human psychology.
For sure.
And
I
just,
Yeah, absolutely. And like, also within the context of this episode, playing into like, what is the real emotion and what is an act.
Yeah.
And this, whatever's happening between them, seems to come from a deeper place.
Yes.
That does not have to be acted on Agnes's part.
Yeah.
Okay, quick before we go to the next part and we meet Teen. I forgot to mention that earlier, when Agnes walks into the house, we see her like drop off her stuff. Her house, by the way, awesome. Like a vibe. And we see her go to this door at the far end of the hall.
Can I just say, this aesthetic that she has,
Killer.
I love it.
It's
This
the best.
this is like what I've said this for a while. I don't know if I've ever told you this, but my like aspiration in life is to be the neighborhood witch.
Oh.
Where like all the kids are like, she's a witch, but then I just make cookies and bread. But like that aesthetic, that home, like that vibe,
100%.
that like rogue woman. Oh, I want that.
Yeah, it's also,
I want to manifest that.
from like a design perspective, I would say it's very traditional looking, but it's like a lot of like antique kind of vibes and like the mood lighting, the low lighting.
Yeah.
Not an overhead, track light to be found.
Like the only word I can think to describe it is just Americana.
The wingback chairs.
It's a very American aesthetic thing.
Yeah.
In the way that, forgive me, Over the Garden Wall is a type of Americana fall horror.
No, I can see the connection.
Yeah.
Like aesthetically.
It's an aesthetic style that I think is very unique.
It's not colonial though.
No.
I feel like that's an important distinction. But yeah, anyway, I also like it a lot. I love the vibes. Okay, so she goes to this door at the end of the hall. She is very sad, it would seem, pushes open the door, and we see
a child's bedroom.
Oh. Empty.
So it's her son's hair in the locket. Does she have a son? She had a son? Nick?
Yep, we see drawings with Nikki.
Or was it a familiar? Either way, it was someone she was attached to, which means the woman had a heart.
Yeah, at one point. Yeah, at one point or another. Yeah, so we see Nikki. On the drawings, we see an award for Nicholas Scratch, and it was like Best Placed Children's Choir.
Scratchy?
I didn't say anything. Are you gonna cry? Are you okay?
I'm trying to figure out if this was a human that got turned into a bunny, or if this was a bunny that she's hallucinating was a human.
Okay, I'm just gonna nip this in the bud right now. The bunny is not her son. But he does share a name with the son. So that is interesting.
Okay.
So anyway, we see this child's bedroom. It's clearly empty. There's no child there. So, and she's just like, looks at it, she's sad, and then closes the door. Mm-hmm. So that's floating out there. Okay, fast forward. We get this stupid chase scene.
It's very stupid.
It's hilarious, but very dumb. So there's a noise upstairs. Mm-hmm. Agnes goes to investigate. Teen is there. We haven't met him yet, but he's in a mask, and he's like looking for something. She yells at him, and he runs out the window, and like they start this stupid chase scene.
She pursues him, and it's very clunky and awkward. Yeah, and kind of like that's the point. These are not superhumans; they are just bumbling idiot humans.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah,
big time. Also, like Agnes is a cop or a detective or whatever, but like clearly has no physical. Not that cops have to have that, but like
the way cops are depicted in shows, they do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and she has none of that.
No,
she has no. Even like she looks like she's just struggling with spatial awareness of her body in general. So they have a chase. Eventually, Agnes tackles him to the ground, but not before he's hit by a car.
Yep. By Kitty. I'm just going to call her Kitty.
Driven by Mrs. Hart.
Yeah.
So then she hauls him into the station and starts this interrogation scene, which is where things really start to go haywire, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. And this is where, before she goes in to interrogate him, and her and Rio are looking through the two-way glass. And she says, I think it's time for a good old-fashioned chat with Edward Scissorhands in there.
Why that reference? Just because he's emo looking?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, and the eyeliner.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. But it's starting to get real goofy. Is the point. And Rio's just like, go get your perp. She's just like, okay, whatever.
You've just kidnapped a complete stranger, right. But go have fun.
Yeah. So then we do this interrogation. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing. But again, just a lot of like making fun of the genre. Mm-hmm. What were you looking for in my house? The respect of your peers in a fulfilling home life, but you were fresh out of both. The things that you're roasting me for are the things that make me dangerous. So you want to keep poking the bear? Okay, then we get to the real deal. What were you after? The road. What road? You, of all people, should know.
I was on a road this morning.
I was on a road this morning. It led to a pretty bad place. New question. Where were you last night between the hours of 1 and 3 a.m.? Asleep in bed.
I'm just going to start yelling this at you randomly. Especially if I want your attention in a public space.
Yeah. That'd be great. Yeah, this is where she does the note writing gag.
Asleep in bed.
Total loser.
Like, I wish I could see what she was actually putting on the pad, because it's clearly just a black scribble.
Yeah.
But I want to see how many pages she ripped through while scribbling.
Yeah, it was pretty aggressive. And then she's like, tell me who she is. I don't know. Tell me what happened to her. I don't know. These are just flowers. Uh-oh. What? And then,
yeah, the pictures she'd slammed down at the crime scene
are
not the dead body. Flowers from, is it just like the front Of Wanda's home?
I think just like her neighbors' yards.
Or just her neighbors'
like
yards.
Just,
okay.
Imagine just her walking around taking pictures of random shit.
Yeah.
And that's what that was.
Okay.
And like obviously, you know.
How'd she get them developed? Anyway.
Who knows? Oh yeah, okay. And then like she's starting to like get freaked out. Looks at the two-way mirror. And why do you keep looking at that painting?
Yeah.
It's not a painting, but it is a painting. And then he starts chanting in Latin. So he's trying to break her out of the spell. Mm-hmm. She's like, guess what? You're spending the night in a tank, and like handcuffs him. And there's like the hardest cut I have ever seen in my life. Did you notice this?
Nope.
It was so jarring to me.
You're going to have to.
So she handcuffs him, and then it hard cuts to her just sitting in her car.
Oh, it does. Yeah. And she's saying like, I saw the body. I saw the body.
I know what I saw.
Yeah.
Which again, I think just is lending itself to the illusion is breaking. That cut.
Which, like, side note, the show would also be so much fun if instead of Agatha have already been an established witch, was like truly just this fish out of water who had the potential to be super powerful, but literally was completely clueless. Like, this would be so much fun if it was like all the first time all this magic stuff is happening around her and she really was a true like detective.
Yeah, like kind of just like reversing it. Yeah.
Basically.
I could see that.
I'm like, that would also be a hoot of a time.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so then we're going to the morgue. I do really like this shot when she's walking into the morgue down this hallway. And it's just, again, it's just a vibe. Like the lights overhead and like her silhouette.
Yeah.
Walking. It's good. I don't know. I like it.
They really capitalized on the cinematography.
The vibes. Yeah, for sure. Okay. So now she's like looking for the body. She goes in, she doesn't see it, and then she looks away and it's there.
Well, I feel like she closes her eyes and she like says to herself.
Yes, you're right.
The description of the body and then opens her eyes and sees the body.
Yep. She was in her late 20s, green eyes, 5'7", hair the color of
Scarlet.
Starting to freak out. And then suddenly Rio's there.
Well, you forgot to mention. Oh, wait, no. No. The foot tag, the toe tag.
Yes.
On the corpse is there, and it's the library card, and it's got the dates on it, but nothing else.
I was hoping you would notice that.
And then Rio shows up.
Yes. So she sees that. You're right. She sees that, and then...
Oh, the dates make sense now, too, because it's the different witches that checked out the Darkhold. Oh, my God.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Got it.
Yep.
See, I didn't really understand what the Darkhold was.
Yeah.
Watching this, and now that, okay.
It's really cool when you know, like, yeah, exactly. Okay, so Rio's like, yeah, okay, case closed. And then Agnes says, how did she die? Rio says, wrong question. That witch is gone. Which is very, like, also telling the audience that, right? Of, like, Wanda is a thing. We're not talking about her in this show, or at least as much as we can get away with it.
Yeah.
That witch is gone, and all the copies of the Darkhold with her, leaving you trapped in her distorted spell, but you don't have to stay there, do you? And then she's like, starts taking off all her clothes, and this is where we get the...
Very dramatic.
Yeah. And I think in the behind the scenes, like little documentary that they have for the show, they talked about filming this, and they filmed it... not in one take, but like, you know, it was set up in a very specific way to have like these transitions of like her turning around and like taking off, you know, a layer, and then like she would go down and come up as like a different, you know, character.
Yeah, because her hair changes with each clothing swap too.
Yeah. So it was like this whole, you know, was extra carefully planned out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was a very carefully choreographed sequence.
Yeah. So I like in the first one when she takes off her first layer and she's just got like the purple sweater on.
Yeah.
And she does like this very witchy pose for a minute.
Got her hands in the air.
Yeah, her hands up.
The way that her fingers flare.
Yeah. And then you know, doing the whole layers thing, we see her 80s outfit from WandaVision, and she's appalled by her hair, which I love it. Great. I know, I kind of love it too.
Perm's a great look on her.
Yeah. And then her 60s outfit, and finally the black and white 50s with the claw hand on the what's that called? On the
slab.
The slab. Yeah, basically. Which again feels very like witchy, but also a bit like monster Frankenstein kind of vibes happening.
Yeah, it's alive.
Yeah, exactly. Which she is. She's like coming back to life, basically. So yeah, then she like breaks free. We're back in her house. There's a cool transition.
Well,
where they, like,
you forgot to mention like the card too, where she's like,
okay, I'm sorry. She sees the card.
I guess it was before she started stripping off all of her clothes. But yeah, she's like, what's the name on the card? Or like, who's the body?
Yeah.
And it says W Maxima.
Right. So there, Rio says there are 2 Jane Does in this case.
Yes.
And you know her name. So what's yours?
She looks at the card again, and that's where it says A. Harkness.
Yeah. Which, as you pointed out, is like there's Wanda's name and then Agatha's name above her because it's a library card, and Agatha was the previous owner of the Darkhold.
Also, I saw
Good stuff.
Wanda's date was October 13th, which I was like, ooh, fun. Was it a Friday? Yeah. I don't know. That's like, my mind went there. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know if
I was trying to make sense
dates,
to see if the dates were relevant.
Yeah, I don't think the dates are actually relevant. If they're relevant, I don't know. Maybe October 13th was like, no, because WandaVision came out. Oh, actually, because WandaVision came out at the top of the year. I think Agatha's date was somewhere in January.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's when she had the Darkhold originally. Yeah. Maybe the Doctor Strange movie that Wanda was the villain in was in October. I don't remember. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay. So we do, she like takes off the final layer and frees herself. We do a transition into the light.
The light above the body in the morgue.
Which then...
bright flare transition to like a shot of her face with the sun coming through the window behind her.
Yeah.
Illuminating her.
Yes. She is reborn.
Very mother goddess vibe.
Very much so. Hang on to that, maybe.
Yeah. Especially the whole nude.
Yeah. And then she's buck naked.
Mm-hmm. Which I was like, oh, okay, Disney went there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Marvel went there. Disney went there.
Mm-hmm.
And she just kind of screams in frustration and runs out her front door with no clothes on.
No shame.
Strategically placed hair covering her breasts. And runs across the street to poor Herb, who's like, whoa, what's going on?
Why is he always standing behind a wall? Even in WandaVision.
He is. He kind of is.
Does he have no legs?
We see him later.
Okay.
We see him later with groceries. And she asks, how long have I been living in this cesspool of a town? I really like the way she says cesspool.
Very emphatic.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, about 3 years. And she's like, Wanda.
We don't like to say that name.
We don't
around
say her
here.
name. Apparently Wanda's Voldemort. I don't know. And yeah, and she's like, what have I been doing all this time? Mostly you've been a good neighbor. Call me nosy and I'll cut out your tongue.
He was like, maybe a little,
a little bit too casual with your boundaries.
I like the way he said that. It was so nicely framed. Maybe a little too casual.
He's being very nice to her.
Very nice.
And it seems like the rest of the neighbors, as much as freaked out as they are about her being naked in the street, everyone apparently has been like nice to her and helping her out, like bringing her groceries is what he says at one point, which is interesting, which I think fans have talked about is like, to the people of Westview, Agatha was fighting their enemy, Wanda.
Oh, yeah.
So weirdly, like Agatha's like a little bit of the hero in Westview,
and a
according
martyr.
to the citizens.
That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, and then like they don't really know what happened to her, but they just know like, okay, she tried to fight Wanda, and then now she's kind of weird, she's kind of Looney Tunes, but we're gonna take care of her because she's our neighbor.
Right. Yeah.
Very interesting.
I got nothing to add other than
I just like that.
I do too.
Agatha like inadvertently endearing herself to people that she never would have otherwise. You know what I mean? Okay.
She's got away with people.
So she's like connecting the dots of like people that were in her, fantasy and people that are actually in Westview. Herb calls her powerful.
He does.
Which is nice. And he's like, look, Agnes. And she's like, it's Agatha. So Agatha's back. And then she goes inside and puts on a robe and it's like freaking out. She tries to use her magic. Can't use her magic. And then she goes into the basement.
She runs to the cellar And her amazing little awesome, I don't know what to call it, lair is gone.
Yeah. Her lair is gone. It's just a basement now.
With a washing machine and dryer.
Mm-hmm. But a
Looks
friend.
like good quality washing machine and dryer too. I was
It
a little
does.
envious.
Looks modern.
Yeah.
She has a friend down there though.
Senor Scratchy.
His name is Senor Scratchy.
Her son.
She picks him up and she's like, her son. She picks him up and she's like, I got mugged, mister. He took every little bit of power I had and left me with household appliances. We got to get back on top. And then there's like mysterious noises in the house. Mm-hmm. And she's like, what the heck is that?
Need to go investigate.
Goes up to investigate, grabs
There's like a banging from a cupboard.
Yes. Grabs a wooden spoon.
Yep.
Off
That's
the counter.
Do a lot.
For a good weapon. Opens the door. It's Teen. The teen from earlier that she chased down. It was like, so that arrest was maybe more of a kidnapping. But if you're real and not a figment of my imprisoned mind, then that means
door explodes.
pretty much explodes. Yeah.
And we get the most epic,
The best
intro
entrance ever.
Oh my God.
Yeah. We were
Legs
both kind of floored.
First. Like literally loose, laced up boots.
Yeah.
Black leg. Like I can't talk today.
It's okay. Take it slow.
She's hot. That's the point.
It's true. It's true. The costuming is great here.
It's amazing.
So just to paint a little bit of a picture, all black, the lace up boots, some kind of like, not cloak, but like shirt combo hood situation, like a wrap almost.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
And like very dark makeup, heavy dark makeup. And yeah, like black skinny jeans. And she's got a knife.
Cool looking knife.
Cool looking knife. What do you think about that knife?
It kind of reminds me of a knife from Skyrim. It's almost like a dragon priest knife, except black.
Okay. Any other?
Nah, I was just like, that's a dope knife.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and then we get some crazy dialogue here as well. So Rio immediately attacks Agatha, pushes her up against the wall, and like, you know,
doesn't
with the
even
knife.
Just, like magic explodes her, but it's not like with magic. It's like she does like a puff of wind.
She pushes off the wall to like launch herself forward.
Yeah,
but she's clearly magically assisted.
Yes.
In that. Yeah.
But like she does, because there was a moment where I'm like, why isn't she using her magic against her? Because she does like shove her away from her with a blow of wind.
Well, it's kind of like the whole explosion when she comes in the door. Yeah.
But I think that's interesting because it's not her attacking her directly with magic. It's using the elements to attack her. And that way Agatha can't siphon the actual magic that's
very
being used
true.
against her. And like, smart Rio.
And there's even more complication to that, which we'll get in a minute.
Rio can't kill her?
Yeah, hold up. So she has like the knife to her throat, and Rio says, "I've missed you." Agatha says, "I hate you." Again, now it's like we're the emotions were there before, but now they're like all the way to the front.
Yep.
You know what I mean? How long has it been, Agatha? Not sure. Since you acquired the Darkhold, you hid behind all that dark magic, but then you lost it, and now you're vulnerable. And like gets her with the knife a little bit.
Actually like pierces her skin and draws blood.
Yeah. So this is interesting to me because it seems like they've known each other for a really long time. Although we don't know how long Agatha has had the Darkhold. That's still a mystery. Like, how did she get it? How long has she had it? That kind of thing. But apparently she used it, at least partially used it, to hide from Rio.
Yeah, or to hide from quite a lot of people by the sound of it.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, she is a witch killer.
Yeah. So now you're vulnerable. Agatha's reply, only physically. And then they start fighting. And then, I don't know, there's like a bunch of fighting. And then
fight, grab knife,
she fight over the knife.
Blade.
She grabs the blade of the knife.
Oh my God, I hate that so much.
And
how do you like feeling pain again? Tickles a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah. Okay, and then this is where they kind of stand off again, and then I can't remember who says it first, but you can't kill me, it's not allowed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what Agatha says. You can't kill me. It's not allowed. So why can't Rio kill her? Maybe I can't kill you, but I can make you wish you were dead.
Yep. And then that's where we get into the Agatha is very good at manipulating people bit.
Oh, for sure.
Except, again, I'm not sold on this because I'm like, Rio gives in way too quickly.
I agree.
Which means she's playing a different angle.
I agree. Yeah. So like, this isn't what you want. Me without power. This is undignified. Don't you want me at my best? You prefer me horizontal in a grave.
I like the hesitation there where she's like, horizontal, wink,
yeah.
in a grave.
There's a pause. There's a pause there for sure. And Agatha says, formidable. So take my power. That's cute, but you know that would kill me. Why? Why? We don't know. Just let me get my purple back and then come find me. But I'm not the only one who wants to see you dead, wants to see you burn or hang or drown. There are no new options.
Crushed under a pile of rocks?
Yeah. Question mark? So, yeah, and eventually she convinced her, okay, Agatha, but I'll tell them where to find you. Who specifically? The Salem 7. I expect you'll see them at sundown. Agatha Harkness will finally meet her end. It really warms the heart. You don't have a heart. Yes, I do. It's black. And it beats for you.
Black heart.
Mm-hmm.
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 She totally had another angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, because especially too, if she was like, well, they're going to kill her at sundown, why not have a little fun with her first by torturing her? Because that's clearly what you want to do. You would walk away with the supposed assumption she's going to just get murdered by other people at sundown. She gave in way too easy on this thing that she's been pursuing just to hand her over to have her murdered by sundown. Seems like a bit of an artificial timeline she put on her to really force her hand into something.
Oh, interesting.
Who's the real manipulator here?
Yeah, Rio has layers, I would say, for sure. It goes without saying the chemistry here is crazy. Mm-hmm. On a crazy level.
It's electric.
Yeah, for sure. There's, like, you can see it almost physically between them. Crackling. And then that's pretty much... Oh, she and Rio, before she leaves, licks her hand over the cut where she got from the knife.
While maintaining eye contact
yeah, it's a
with
lot.
her.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
What a power move.
But then
The cut's
her
healed.
hand's healed.
Mm-hmm. This is both menacing, sexy, and kind of caring.
Yeah, all at once. Yeah, it's a good breakdown for sure. She leaves. And yeah, the look on Agatha's face after she leaves is very interesting. She's like relieved, but also kind of just like closes her eyes for a second. And I don't know, there's something there. There's like, I don't know if it's sadness or regret or something.
Either way, she's overwhelmed with emotion.
It's complicated. And then we just hear some muffled,
Oh, yeah, you're still here.
oh yeah, you're still here.
Which I was wondering the whole time during the fight scene. I'm like, oh, he just gets a view of
He's
this.
just there.
He's just there watching all
For
this go
sure.
down. No clue what the hell's happening.
Yeah. So, anything else to say about episode 1?
No, not really.
Good setup.
Yeah. Like I said, though, if I was watching this on my own, I'd watch that episode and be like, okay, that was a fun romp, but I'm not like interested enough to keep going.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, okay. Like it's good.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
good.
Yeah, it does get a little... There's part of me that wishes they had gotten out of the false reality sooner.
Right.
But I also like a lot of the stuff and like the little connections they made in there. So, Okay, episode 2.
Let's do it.
Well, we've already talked through some stuff from episode 2, which, yes, is essentially our
Getting the band back
getting
together.
the band back together episode. I guess here's a question for you. Out of our coven, is there anyone that stood out to you? That you're like, what's their deal?
Well, Teen, who is not
Teen.
allowed to reveal any personal information about
Yes,
himself.
what do we think about Teen?
And yet he's completely unaware of that. And he has a boyf.
He has a boyf.
And then there is the psychic lady who just screams randomly because she's haunted by the spirits of the dead.
Okay, is that what that is?
I don't know, but I'm going with it. And then there's Goop Lady, who's clearly a parody of Gwyneth Paltrow, which I think is hilarious given, where she started with Marvel. I don't know. And then there's the emo goth security guard.
Ex-cop.
That's
going to be the answer to a lot of questions.
I don't know.
Just waiting to see.
Mostly Kitty. What's
Kitty?
her deal?
Yeah, I don't blame you. Okay.
She is really good at playing just the, I have no idea what's going on, but
Yeah.
I'm happy I'm here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she really, I think, her character in this is just like, I think is just lonely. So like her to, like she says her husband passed away and she's like so excited to come to this party. And she comes and she's like, are we going to do laundry together?
She's down for it though.
She's like, fine for whatever.
Yeah, and they all start singing. She's like, I'll sing.
Like when they start doing witchy stuff and she's like, okay.
Yeah, she goes with it.
Yeah.
I love her. I love her so much. She's a great character.
For sure. But first, so we get Agatha and Teen in her house. Mm-hmm. Agatha's like wandering around.
Yeah, he's still tied, like his legs are tied together. His arms are tied together behind his back, and he has duct tape over his mouth.
But he's upright.
And he's hopping around at her. And she's just like, it's your house now, boy.
Yeah.
I'm gone. Whose shoes are these?
I love that, like her walking around. Whose shoes are these? And it's like, it was never your house.
That's true. It was Ralph's. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What happened to Ralph?
Good question.
It was his house.
Yeah. What happened to Ralph, indeed. But that's why she's confused, because they are not, in fact, her shoes. And she's like, got this whole outfit on as well.
I also just like to believe that none of these, like the shoes, the clothing, none of this is to her taste whatsoever.
No.
And she's like, what the fuck ever, I'm gonna make it work.
Yeah, exactly. The like scarf poncho thing.
Yeah, whatever the
hell
hell that is supposed to be. But she makes it work.
She makes it work. Whatever. So she tries to like peace out and say bye. Tell all the vengeance seekers I said hi. And he says, take me to the witch's road. And she's like, she stops in her tracks. I was like, sorry, what? The witch's road. I want you to take me there. The witch's road doesn't exist. You're lying. Am I? That's just what real witches say to keep the amateurs out. The road will give you the thing you want the most if you make it to the end. I can and I will. And she's just kind of like, there's a lot of emotions happening on her face throughout this conversation. But eventually she's like, nope, road is no place for a kid.
Yep. This is your house now.
Yeah.
And then is it when he was like, but I broke you out of the spell?
So yeah, he's like, well, she drops some more stuff about the road. Like, I don't know where you heard about the road, but it will kill you.
Yeah.
And he's like, it didn't kill you. She's like, I am exceptional. Puts the hat on. True. And he's like, well, that's my point.
Have you seen Dr. Sleep, by the way?
No.
She gives off Rose the Hat energy in this moment.
Okay.
Dr. Sleep, they're
Stephen King, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the follow-up sequel, kind of, to The Shining, sort of. But there's basically a bunch of vampires.
Oh, who's the actress?
Off of, you're going to have to look it up. But they subsist off of people with magic by eating their souls. And Rose the Hat has been around for God knows how many hundreds of years.
Yeah, Rebecca
She's one of the
Ferguson.
most powerful. Yeah. She's very creepy.
Yeah.
And she's called Rose the Hat because of the funny hat that she likes to wear. But it's a very distinguishing fact. And there is something very... It seems to be calling back to that a little bit.
Yeah, I see a picture.
Moment.
I can see a picture of Rose the Hat, and I can see where you're going. I think also it's just supposed to be witchy looking.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure. So yeah, this is where Teen is like, oh, I know like all this stuff about you. That's why I saved you from the spell that you were under. And that's when she's like gives this whole like fake astonishment.
Tell me more.
expression. And then that's where she brings up a very good point of like, well, if you got the goods to break a spell from the Scarlet Witch, what do you need the road for? And he's like, well, I've studied, but I need power.
Which immediately contradicts.
Does it?
What was just stated.
That he broke a spell by the Scarlet Witch. So therefore he already has power?
Yeah, but then how could he also need power?
So is he lying?
Or he's deceived.
Like he has power he doesn't know that he has?
No, he doesn't have the power. I mean, he probably does because, you know, it's the whole point of the show. No, like it's the... I broke the Scarlet Witch's spell. I'm powerful enough to do that, but I need more power. You broke one of the most powerful witch's spells, but you don't have power. Like, there's a disconnect there. He's overestimating his abilities.
Okay. So, like, it wasn't really him that broke the spell? Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, who was it? Rio?
Agatha.
Okay, just Agatha.
Yeah.
Just breaking out.
Yeah. Rio helped poke the bear. Maybe the kid helped poke the bear a little bit. But
And then Agatha freed herself.
Agatha had to free herself.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So she's still trying to be like, nope, too dangerous. She finds her locket on the floor and picks it up. And he's like, you really think you can outrun all these people that are coming for you with no magic at all? And that's when she picks up the locket and kind of looks at it and then looks at him. It's like, who are you? My name is...
Weird little writing goes across his mouth.
Yeah. What'd you make of that?
Cool special effect. He's cursed. And is unaware of it.
Yeah.
Which at first I was like, does he know what's happening here? Because then she goes up to him again and asks him again. And he's completely nonplussed, whatever the word is.
Nonplussed.
By it.
Yeah, he doesn't react.
No.
Yeah. So it would seem he doesn't know
Right.
what this is. And she's just like, interesting. Okay. Let's go. Like, she completely changes her mind.
Yes.
Instantly. Because I guess there's a mystery for her to solve, or she thinks... What do you think her reasoning is here for just like suddenly changing her mind?
I'm trying to figure that out. I think part of it's mostly just intrigue. She's someone who, when she sees something that's new and novel and there's a form of power there that she hasn't encountered yet, she wants it. She lusts for it. And I think there's either intrigue of, ooh, who did that?
Yeah.
Or it's ooh, I know who did that and I want to get back at them.
Oh, okay. Or like, ooh, that's like a complex piece of magic. Maybe there's power there I can grab somehow. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think Agatha's an opportunist, I think.
100%.
Yeah. And she, not everyone is that way, but she's very good, I think, at just like bending circumstances to her will. Mm-hmm. And like not in the way that Wanda has the creator magic, but like Agatha can kind of just create something out of nothing by kind of just like pulling all these threads together. Yeah. In a way. I'm not explaining it well, but...
Is she a holistic witch? Everything's right? Connected.
She could be. That'd be fun. Okay, so they hit the road. We do the little car gag first, which is funny.
That one, I'm like,
sad.
I could have done without that.
No, you don't like it?
I didn't need that peek behind the curtain.
I thought it was funny.
No.
Okay, so they're driving. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They go out of the house first. Again, we see more of like the full outfit and her like witchy little walk that she does.
Yeah, she is like on the runway strutting it.
Yeah, the sidewalk of this of suburbia.
It is. I love that as the setting. We go from this dark, aesthetic, horror-esque home to bright white picket fence America suburbia. Yeah. And the contrast with like, that I love. I love that specific contrast of there's something darker and more mysterious happening here.
Yes, absolutely.
In the most unassuming of places.
Absolutely. And like her immediately being just so out of place looking in the whole scene.
It's almost like it's a metaphor for this within the Disney universe itself.
Within Marvel?
No, within Disney. Within Disney property itself.
Oh, okay. Disney
being America Suburbia, downtown Disney, or Main Street Disney, sorry. Agatha's very out of place.
Yeah, true. And this is where he's like, are you going to take me to meet your coven? She's like, no, those harpies are dust. Literally. And we see the empty plot real quick of where Wanda's house was, and people have graffitied on it and stuff. And she just spits on it because she's so pissed that she was trapped for 3 years.
Now, I will say, first moment that I thought seems a lot like What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, really?
Yeah. One of the characters, Naja, she's from a Greek island, and so she often spits, especially at witchcraft. Anytime she was like, witches.
Okay.
Every single time.
That's funny. Okay, then we're driving, and Agatha explains we need a coven to access the road. And how do you find a coven? Wherever you are, a coven there shall be.
That's beautiful.
No, it's definitely not. Just like the difference between Teen and Agatha right there.
He's so bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and full of optimism, and she is just this hard-bitten cynic.
Yeah, absolutely bitter shell of a human.
Mm-hmm. It's like a buddy cop situation.
It very much is. It very much is. And I think it's a good dynamic for them. But she says there's the Covenstead rule within any 3-mile radius, there will be a collection of witchy enough people to form a coven. Do you believe this?
Yeah. Yeah, because especially her qualification of witchy enough.
Yeah.
Which both speaks volumes to her attitude, but also, to the qualification of like what's needed. Yeah, there's a little bit of witchcraft probably in everybody, or at least enough people. A little touch of magic, which is a large part of Stephen King's universes too. Yeah. There's enough people with just a touch. Like even in The Shining, they're like not everybody, a lot of people have a touch of The Shining and just don't know what it is or how to use it. Kind of like with Wanda. What did she say? What would have withered on the vine? Yes. Was otherwise enhanced by the stone, right? Yeah. So I believe that within this universe that enough people have just a touch. But then also Agatha, the way she delivers it is like, they're beneath me.
Totally. Mm-hmm. I was also like, at any given point, we should be questioning, is Agatha talking out her ass? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like the Covenstead rule within any 3-mile radius. Like 3 miles? 3 miles, really?
Well, 3 the devil's number.
6, isn't it?
6, yes, but 3 can sometimes also be a representation of the devil. As like a subversion of the Holy Trilogy. Okay.
Witchy enough people, etc., etc. Yeah. Moving on. This is also kind of, we're just getting a taste of like this teacher-student kind of relationship for them, which I think is interesting to consider. So just file that away for later. She throws the pen out the window. That's fun gag.
Can you write that down? Oh, sure. With this pen here. Whoops. Want me to take your notebook?
She's so sassy about it.
I love it. Best. I do love it. It got a giggle out of me.
Okay, and then we meet Lilia. So Agatha's just like, pull over right here.
Right here, right now.
And it's because it's like Lilia's, I forget what her sign says.
It's some psychic shop.
Psychic readings. Yeah. And and he's like, you think there's a real witch in there? We'll see if she knows the secret handshake. And he like looks at her and she's like, no. Yeah. Like, shut up. They do. I think they play off each other really well. And he's like, I feel really optimistic about this. She's like, let's just go. And then she puts on this whole character of this southern accent, the southern widow. And we're hoping for a miracle today. This is my boy, Buford.
He don't talk much.
He's got social anxiety. Whatever, daddy passed. We're trying to commune with him.
So we can find his gold.
Yes. Patty Lapone herself, Lilia Calderu, comes out. It's just kind of like, okay, sure, just kind of watching this. And as we'll find out later, she knew from the second Agatha walked into that store who she was.
It's an interesting exchange because, like, she makes the joke about the secret handshake. Yeah. This is the secret handshake right here. It's a little delicate dance that they have to play and they have to act out to, like, I don't even know. It's kind of like
this is like chicken. Witch etiquette?
In a weird way, yeah.
I feel like it's just Agatha.
It is, but it's like Agatha's way of like, I'm going to haze you. I'm feeling you out. I'm trying to judge you. True. And Lilia's doing the exact same thing back. They're sizing each other up.
Very much so.
You're right. With this interaction.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. It's funny for us, and it's also going to lead into this further conversation. Okay. And then, Lilia does like a fake reading where she's like, ooh.
His gold is in a bowling bag at the back of the closet.
And they get to, Agatha and Teen get to have like a moment of like, oh my God, what's going on?
Yeah, she starts making the weird noises. I mean, to Agatha's be fair.
Like, oh, brother.
if I was like a witch who was a psychic and who saw, if I was Lily on this situation, is my point. I would ham it up.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You go off, Lily. But then she starts reading her for real. And you've been under the influence of another, someone you hurt. They took your agency for 3 years. It's not the first time your witch kin betrayed you, but you survive in a way that few do.
How did Agatha hurt Wanda?
I mean, they literally fought. I guess like she was
children hostage for all of 5 minutes.
5 minutes. It's a good point. How did Agatha hurt Wanda? Did she really? Not really.
No.
She kind of stole some of her power at a certain point, but then Wanda got it all back.
Yeah.
Wanda threw a car at her.
This is my point. And she was like, you hurt her, and so she punished you and took your... I'm like...
Agatha manipulated and deceived her.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, so I guess emotional hurt, but
yeah,
at the same time, Wanda was kind of holding everybody hostage. So, like, what were you supposed to do?
It's true.
Other than kind of emotionally manipulate her.
So would you say you are more than beginning to question Agatha as a character? Agatha's role, I guess. Or the role that she has perhaps portrayed herself to be and how other people have portrayed her to be versus who she actually is.
Like, people portray her as the villain. She plays into the bit as the villain, but she's actually the one who's been more hurt.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe.
Little bit.
Just questions.
Okay.
Right. So Lilia says, I know why you're here, and I'm not interested. But you haven't even heard the pitch. And what witch in her right mind would join Agatha Harkness's coven? Not looking for right-minded witches as it happens.
And then she suddenly starts screaming to the void.
Right. That is a good way of putting it. She starts screaming into the void. And Agatha's like, so you're weird. It's all right.
We all have our process.
We all have our process. You showed some real skill out there. I didn't read your fortune. I read your reputation. Again, what do people think of Agatha versus...
Well, she calls her witch killer at one point, too.
I think that's Jen.
Okay.
But, yeah.
But, I mean, that is her reputation. She killed her own coven, which is true, but they did try to kill her, too.
Mm-hmm. What Lilia says here at this point is, witches like you are the reason people think we poison apples and steal children and eat babies. To which Agatha immediately replies...
Babies are delicious.
So she's not doing herself any favors here.
No, she antagonizes people.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's the thing, she's been hurt in the past, and it's a defense mechanism because she just can't be vulnerable with people because she's afraid of getting hurt again.
I'm not saying that's the whole reason, but...
Am I wrong?
There's maybe some of that there.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and Agatha makes a dig at her about... You get maybe 2 suckers a day in here, and $20 later, you're sitting on a bed that's also your wall.
You just see this out of focus Murphy bed.
Yeah,
I love it.
Which I thought was
comedically well done. Like,
and she like points at it without looking, which is always good. Whatever. Lily is still resisting. That's when Agatha finally says, "I'm gonna walk the road." She says the road is a death wish. Mm-hmm. We should also be tracking what everyone says about what the road is.
Most of them just saying death.
Death. The road is a death wish. I survived, but she needs more power. I need a divination witch. So now we know that's what Lilia is. And then we get, who is this child? And Agatha's like, this is my pet. Say hi, pet.
She doesn't let him speak for himself because she doesn't want the other people to know that he's been cursed. Mm-hmm. Either because they'll recognize who did the magic, or they'll tell him that he's been cursed and she doesn't want him to know for some reason.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, she doesn't want people to know, so she's not going to let him speak for himself.
And Lilia brings up a good point of like, well, if we do this, then what? Like, then you turn around and steal my power? And this is where Agatha lets it slip. Like, oh, I can only steal your power.
She doesn't let it slip.
If you blast. She tells her.
But she pulls her to the side and she's like, look. Listen, keep it on the DL.
Yeah. I can only steal your magic I can't steal your magic unless you blast me with it. So if you show a little self-restraint, which let's be honest, you're going to need to, then you'll be fine.
Which also, like, when she says that, I'm like, oh, sure, makes sense. I just won't attack you. But then I can't attack you. You can attack me. So if Agatha even gets a little bit of power, I would be like, fuck, no. I don't care if I have to blast you with it for you to siphon. That still means I can't attack you back.
Right.
So
You're screwed.
I would still be like, no, I'm out. I'm out,
Right.
bitch. No.
Yeah, no, anyone in their right mind.
Yeah, but again,
like, no.
she's not in her right mind.
No. Yeah, we're not looking for right-minded witches. Okay, and at this point, basically, Lilia starts having whatever happens to her happens to her. Mm-hmm. She turns around, lights start going crazy, wind starts blowing. I do find it interesting, like, Agatha and Teen are watching this, and Teen's like, what's happening?
Witchcraft.
And Agatha, like, puts out the mom arm.
Yeah, like, no.
To, like,
let her
push
do
him
her
back.
thing. Do not get involved.
Yeah, which is interesting. And then...
It's both a protective role, but also a watch and learn.
Yeah, get back off.
I should point out, because I think at this point, too, they were like, your business is being foreclosed on.
Yes.
We found this on your window. And they shoved
Eviction
the foreclosed notice at her, which when she has this moment, she's scribbling on the foreclosure notice.
She's scribbling on the notice. The path you're currently on leads nowhere, is what she says. Yeah, so Lilia's writing on this list, and it's like, here's your coven. Leave me out of it. But she's on the list, and Teen gives her Agatha's address, and they leave. And now we got the team roster. So who's next? Agatha sees this bird.
The crow. Mm-hmm. And she just stares at this. And I noticed it, too, in the sound design, because you could hear the cawing as soon as they walked out of the store. And again, I was like, oh, America in the fall. I love the aesthetic. There's a crow. I love it. But then, yeah, like the sound design is over the top. The crow is very loud and very prominent. And then she sees it. Yeah. And she just laser focuses in on it.
Yeah. She sees it. She seems to be
clearly it
wary.
Means something to her. Something scary. It's an omen.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so we got the list. Who's next on the list? And Agatha just goes, ugh. And now we meet Jen.
Yeah.
Who, yes, is very pink. And she's selling probiotic candles.
Mm-hmm.
To
you must
some
burn
ladies.
them before you eat them, per the FDA.
Yes, FDA regulations, But also mandatory Zen time. And this is where Agatha rolls in. It's like, this might be the funniest part of the episode.
Do you have a jade egg? Because my pelvic floor is all over the place.
You want to go splitsies on one? Anyone? Sisterhood of the Traveling Kegels?
I did like that line.
It's really good.
God, that's so nasty.
Yeah, it's real nasty. So the ladies get scared out of the store, and then Agatha and Jen have a conversation, a confrontation, a little bit of both. Mm-hmm. They also seem to know each other, and they do not like each other.
No.
But Agatha says,
Seems like wherever Agatha goes, she makes enemies.
It's a little bit par for the course for her, for sure. She says, I'm assembling a coven. I need a potions guy. Which, again, is very heist coded to me.
Sidebar, before we get to that, because I do want to get to that.
Yeah.
Is this whole story just a redemption story for Agatha?
No.
Okay. Yeah, it's a heist story. No, she's assembling a team of specialists.
Yeah. Essentially.
They're going to heist some power.
They're going to walk the road. And this is where Jen says, oh, you're serious? And what she says about the road is, it's a dead end. Literally. And then we get some interesting info about Jen.
Wait, has Agatha not actually walked the road before? Was that just part of her mythos and mystique that she claimed that she had?
Oh, we know she's a liar.
Fuck.
We know she's a storyteller.
Oh my God.
I'm not confirming or denying.
I know, but I'm that's what I'm believing now.
That's what you're believing now? Okay. This is where we learn something about Jen, which is she has a binding spell on her. Because Agatha says, I'm offering you the chance to finally lift the binding spell that has kept you magicless for the last century? Which feels like a long time to be without magic. So that's Jen's motivation. And Jen, dishes back at her, oh, but you lost the Darkhold, and now you're powerless and exposed. And how far you've fallen, witch killer.
Yeah.
And she says, at least I'm still a witch. And Jen tries to play off like she's not interested. She's like, nah, you want to be in the club. Don't lie. But I'm not going to waste my time on you. And this is where Teen steps in.
Oh, yeah. He's like, Step aside, older generation. Let the young ones come in with their social media and their phones and their internet. Boom, bitch, you're in a lawsuit.
Yeah. Yep.
You're gonna go to jail.
Sorry about your recent legal troubles. Fraudulent misrepresentation resulting in consumer injury. Personally, I would not consider superficial burns injury, but apparently some people needed skin grafts. Oh, Jen. It's like Agatha. So they're very much tag teaming her now because Agatha kind of goes away and then comes back, which is very fun. I think I missed it. When Agatha first walks away, like, bye, Jen. I'm not, like, don't waste my time. Then once again, Jen, again, another person asking, who is Teen? Who is this? Another child sacrifice? Mm-hmm. And then we cut to Agatha, and Agatha's very just like,
Scratchy?
Stone-faced.
Senor Scratchy?
Nikki? Question mark?
Senor Nikki Scratchy? With the locket and her necklace thing? Brooch?
So that's just like a very quick line there.
So again, people painting her to be the villain and not interpreting. Just telling, I don't, fuck, words are hard today. This week has killed me.
It feels to me like there's the legend of Agatha Harkness that everyone thinks they know.
Yes.
And then there's whatever actually happened.
Which is going to be a lot more tragic. And the reason she plays into the I am this evil, powerful person is, again, because she doesn't want to expose her soft underbelly and how tragic it all was. And this is just a self-defense mechanism to preserve her ego.
Mm-hmm. Well, she definitely needs to preserve her ego. That's for sure. Okay. Jen's in some trouble. You're magically bound and you're about to get literally bound. But none of this would be an issue for you if you had powers.
Especially when they it was like how many years in jail per count? And then it was
it was like 800 counts.
Yeah.
5 years
It's
per
like,
count.
well, you're immortal, so that's going to suck.
Starting to look a little lifey. So they leave Agatha's address with her. Gonna take a JDAG to go. And they peace out. So 2 down, 2 to go. But then Agatha says just 1 and eats the list to prevent Teen from reading it, which is like crazy.
Which... like, even if he did read it, because we find out later what the last name was, which was just a heart. Even if he did read it, he
wouldn't know.
No!
Theoretically.
She did the Streisand effect right there. By, trying to conceal something, she just made it all the more obvious.
Made it more obvious, for sure. For sure. Okay. So then they go to the mall. Mm-hmm. Agatha has a corn dog, which corn dogs are gross.
Hey. Don't go there. Can I tell you a story?
Real quick.
Okay.
Real quick.
So when I had my internship in London, I was talking to Helen and she was going on and on about how great English food is. And I was like, okay, sure, whatever. And then she goes, yeah, I went to America. Okay. I went to San Francisco. And she's like, and you know what? We had corn dogs because we thought, what's more American than a corn dog? And she's like, it's just a fucking sausage wrapped in a pancake. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, true.
And I've never looked at them the same way again. But, I mean, I can confirm, I have dipped corn dogs in syrup and ketchup and mustard. Like, it's a very versatile food.
It's got variety.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Anyway, that's why I love corn dogs. Because it's better than a Sunday roast, okay?
Okay, so we're talking about Alice and her famous rock star witch mom who wrote
the most famous version of the ballad, which
Correct.
is the Witch's Road ballad.
Yes, exactly. So we go meet her. Long story short, we trick her into tackling Teen, and then Agatha gets her fired. And then they're like, what great timing. You're out of a job and we're going on the road. We need a protection witch. So they did say what she is. Protection witch to join us on the Witch's Road. And she says about the road, the road isn't real. You groupies don't get it. It's just a stupid song. The road is a myth. It's a con, a cult. But what if it isn't? So I just find everyone says something a little different about what the road is. And Agatha says, like, what if you could finally answer the question that has been haunting you for most of your life? What happened to Mommy? Because apparently her mom went down the road and never came back.
Right.
Supposedly. So, but Alice apparently right now isn't coming. So
Yeah, and then Teen's like, oh, we didn't give her your address.
Yeah.
It's like, don't worry about it.
Yeah. We don't need her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then...
Oh, I forgot to mention, too, when she's eating her corn dog, she sees a rat in the mall.
Yes, she sees a rat.
And hyperfixates on that for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. Anyway.
Mysterious, malevolent animals coming for her. Who knows? Okay, and then we're back in the car, and this is where Teen, she's like, where are you from? And Teen like tries to start explaining where he's from, but she can't hear what
his
he's
voice
saying.
gets all muffled.
Yeah.
And...
But she can hear the radio.
Yeah.
She can hear her finger snapping, but she can't hear him. So it's part of the
whatever
spell.
Curse is on him that
Yeah.
he is completely unaware of.
Totally. And then...
Which is interesting, too, because when his boyf called him, she could have, like, easily, like, she could find out more information about this guy by asking other people who know him.
Well, would that also be blocked? Who knows?
Push the boundaries. Find
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. So everyone meets up at Agatha's house, and we're going to go do the road, except we need a green witch. And there's one name.
Hold on. Are we skipping the coyote?
Oh, you're right.
Because she's outside. She puts on her awesome purple
There's a cut
coat,
scene where she has the awesome coat on.
and she's
Everybody
outside
changes
on the front
outfits.
lawn, and she sees a coyote. And I think this is where I was like, ooh, another animagus.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, she sees that. So that's like our third and final
Animal omen.
Yeah. And she swooshes that coat
Swoosh.
on the way back in, which is excellent.
And then there's Teen. Welcome, Coven.
Yeah, his little sign.
Putting up a little paper sign.
Little baby. And of course, Agatha immediately rips it down.
Yeah. So yeah, team is assembling.
Team is assembling. We need a green witch. There's one name left on the list. Who was it? It wasn't a name. It was a black heart.
What was a black pen?
It was a black pen. It's just a pen you wrote it with. Did you get the double meaning of this?
The black heart?
Yeah.
Aubrey Plaza?
Okay. So Aubrey Plaza also misses heart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like it was, to me, it was, it's supposed to be Aubrey Plaza, but she doesn't want to go ask her.
Right.
So I know someone else who could possibly be a heart. Why not grab Mrs. Hart? That's not even her real name.
Sweet.
Yeah. But she is a very good gardener, and they do need an earth witch.
Yeah, she has a green thumb.
Mm-hmm.
Intriguing.
Little bit of magic.
Maybe.
And people who maybe aren't even aware of it.
Maybe. But Mrs. Hart is not her real name. It's Sharon. And so she's coming. There's a whole scene where she goes and talks to her, but she's coming on the road is the point.
She thinks she's just going to a party.
She thinks she's going to a party. She's all excited because her husband passed away, and she just wants a good time, man. They all end up in the basement, and Agatha shoos Teen out to go close some windows. It's drafty in here. Yeah, because your front door got blown off. That's why it's drafty. And then they're going to sing the ballad. Did you like the ballad?
And she dings the bell.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
It's pretty good.
Listening to it just blind, which I did listen to the whole thing when I was editing the 24 favorite episode.
Yeah.
Listening to it blind, I was like, it's cool. It's got harmonies. I'm like, whatever. With the context of the scene and the action that's happening, I'm like, okay, this kind of hits.
It's a vibe.
Yeah.
It's real good. And yeah, and as we talked about before, like all the lyrics do correspond to this actual journey that they're about to go on and the journey of the show, and they're using the song lyrics as the episode titles, etc., etc. So it is definitely the connecting thread that like leads through the whole show, which is awesome to me. Also echoes WandaVision a little bit with like the theme song of it all. Poor Sharon is like, am I supposed to know this song?
She starts singing along though. She's like, I can sing this one part.
She picks it up. She picks it up a little bit. Meanwhile, the Salem 7 have converged on the house.
Okay, so this is, I kind of geeked out, and then I was like, I'll save it for the podcast. Because I'm like, this, oh my God, so much of this is like reads What We Do in the Shadows. So there are these creatures known as the Wraiths that like help run the Vampiric Council.
Okay.
But like they do this, they move like at super speed, and all of a sudden they're just be like, right?
Yeah.
And then the person who kind of leads the Wraiths can turn into smoke. So when all the smoke started coming through the fireplace, I was like, oh my God, That's why I freaked out.
Okay. I like it. I dig it.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, it's like a nice bit of effects as well, and dry ice or whatever it is that they use.
Also, did Teen like go outside and see one of the Salem 7 and then Herb was like, are you seeing this shit?
Yeah, exactly. So that's how we know, like, yes, they're actually there.
Yeah.
Which I think is good. Also funny. And yeah, they do the thing where it's like one figure and then they expand into 7 and you're like, fuck. So poor Teen tries to push the couch up against the front door.
Don't think that's going to really do much, but
when you're left with no other options, I don't blame him. He tried to do something, but then they start coming in and he starts freaking out. Meanwhile, in the basement, they're singing the song. They finish singing the song. And
did we skip the canted angle? Can I talk about that real quick?
Oh, of the Salem 7 show?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that it was canted. Was it subtle?
It was subtle, but that is what sold me.
Yeah.
Because it is not a wide, like wide shot, but it is a wide shot. So you see the whole street, you see all the 7, you see their entire bodies in frame.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is it's shot lower down. So it is slightly looking up at them, which already a little bit
feels
creepy
ominous.
Because it's making them feel more powerful. And then it's just ever so slightly canted, so it's ever so slightly at an angle, which the whole point of the canted angle is to make the audience feel unsettled.
Yeah.
It is supposed to be subtle enough sometimes that it flies under the radar, that you don't notice the angle, but you feel how unsettling it is.
Yeah.
That's kind of the point. It's to stir up that emotion. And so, yeah, as soon as I clocked it, I would... Because one of my favorite movies is called The Third Man. I think I made you watch it.
Yeah.
It's Orson Welles. No. Yeah, Orson Welles.
Okay. I don't know if I watched it or not.
I'm pretty sure I made you watch it, but that movie is just overwhelmingly canted angles.
Oh, yeah.
And it's one of those things where like they were even asked about like, why did you do this shot at a canted? Why did you do that shot at a canted? And the answer was, we don't know. It just felt right. And that's kind of the point. It's just there to stir up the emotion. And like, when it's used right, it's so good.
Yeah. No,
that's what sold me.
Love it.
That is what has so far sold me on this is why I'm in.
You're like, I locked in.
Yes.
Right there.
I was like, fuck yeah, they used it and they used it well. I'm here.
Perfect.
I'm here for it.
Perfect. Love it.
Yes.
So they're coming in. Teen is trying his best, but not doing a whole lot. Meanwhile, in the basement, they finish the ballad and
nothing happens.
Agatha's like, some feedback for you. It did not take this long last time. And then they start like accusing each other of being a bad singer.
You
hilariously,
were flat as a pancake.
Yeah, hilariously, Jen, played by Sashir Zamata, instantly accuses Lilia, played by Patti LuPone, that she's pitchy, which is crazy and a joke in and of itself. And then Sharon's like, I thought we sounded great. Poor Sharon.
Oh my god, we completely missed a part.
What?
When they were setting up for like who's gonna do the song and Jen is like, who's gonna go high?
Oh yeah.
And then Kitty's like, I don't do drugs.
Yeah.
And then the way that it's shot, because they're in a circle in the basement. I'm sorry, I'm diverting us to this, but I have to point it out.
Go for it.
They're in a circle in the basement and the camera goes from shooting one person to shoots another person to shoots another person. And it's a That 70s Show reference. One, talking about being high in the basement.
Yeah, for sure.
But also, like, the scenes from That 70s Show is they would get high, they would smoke, and the camera would pan from one person to the next within the circle for them to deliver a line.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, no. So even the way that it was shot was a reference to That 70s Show.
Love that.
Which is why I'm going to keep calling her Kitty, because I'm like, okay, well, if the show's going to acknowledge.
You're not the only person to do that, for sure.
Okay, sorry. So back to them all arguing.
Right.
I want to point out here. So my now going theory is that Agatha has not walked the Witch's Road. Okay. She doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about.
Uh-huh.
She came up with the plan. She's kind of just flying by the seat of her pants, I think, partially. And now she's kind of just stalling for time, which is she's like, feedback. It did not take this long last time, right?
Uh-huh.
And then they start antagonizing each other and she starts feeding into it because she wants them to blast her with power so she can have just a little bit so she can try to survive the 7
or a lot of it. I mean, there's several witches there.
My theory is part of this is her flying by the seat of her pants. Part of it is a little bit intentional just so she can get just a touch
Yeah.
Swoosh. What's the word?
Smidge.
Smidge. It's been a really long week. Okay?
I feel you.
A smidge of the magic.
Yeah.
So yeah, she can try to survive, basically. Because I think even as Teen pointed out earlier, you're not going to get very far with no magic.
Yeah.
Against the 7.
Very true.
So yeah, I'm standing by my theory of she has not been down the road before, especially because she is just as shocked as everybody else to see the trap door appear on the floor.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, as you said, she starts antagonizing everyone.
I think she even yells at one point, "Just blast me, you bitches!"
Yeah, that's a great line. But Lilia calls her on it and says, wait. She's trying to get us to attack her so that she can steal our power. And that's where she's like, just blast me, you bitches. Yeah, there's a go to hell, make me. Like Catherine Hahn starts really like working the hands. Yeah, this is a power grab. She wants us to attack her. But then, yes, this pentagram door magically appears in the floor. Teen is upstairs freaking out because the Salem 7 are coming in. Agatha sees this appear in the door, and she does seem, what would you say her expression is here?
Shocked, caught off guard, surprised.
Yeah.
She wasn't expecting it.
All of the above.
Befuddled.
Yeah. And then Lilia says, open the doors. So they do. And there's a spiral staircase going down into the ground.
And the thing too, Agatha leans down and like picks up a little bit of sand on that top step and like looks at it through her hands. And this is all new to her. She doesn't know. She is just as like, what the, okay.
Like that's real.
That's
wow.
real. This is here. I'm not hallucinating this. Maybe I am. I don't think I am. And then Teen comes running down going, nope. And goes right down the stairs.
Is that the road we gotta go? Bye.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. So he comes running down the stairs. They hear screams, like screeching from above. And Jen's like, nope, I'm not doing that. Goes down. And everyone is like going down the stairs.
You gotta say Kitty's line too, because that got me.
Kitty, let's see. Oh, she's just like, well, I don't, what? And then Agatha's like, what does your gut tell you? And she hears a scream. It's like, oh, starts running. Yeah. So Agatha goes down, starts closing the doors. We see one of the Salem 7 crawl down the stairs.
Oh, it was such a creepy shot.
Very creepy.
I was like, yes.
I knew you would like that.
Give me the creepy stuff.
Closes the doors. The doors rattle like the Salem 7 are trying to get through. And Agatha looks away. And then it stops. Like just all sound cuts out. And she looks back up and it's
solid ceiling.
Solid concrete. And she kind of like touches it. And yeah, and her face at this point is very like, okay, this is happening.
You're on the witch's road, bitch.
You're on the witch's road, bitch. Witch's road. Yeah. She walks down kind of unsteadily at first, but then seems to get with the program.
I want to say too, like, because yeah, it's a spiral staircase of concrete, kind of, probably. But there are
vines
of light. To me, they looked more like arteries.
Ooh.
It very much evoked. It sincerely,
something living.
Yes.
I like that a lot.
Like truly, sincerely, I just kept thinking those are arteries.
Ooh.
There is life within those vines.
Very interesting. What does that tell you?
Ooh, it could be a lot. This is Marvel, so like, it could be literally anything.
What does your gut tell you?
What does my gut tell me? I guess on like a metaphysical level that this source of power is coming from some kind of metaphysical being.
Okay. So not Agatha, not whatever the Coven just did.
No, I mean what they did, like, I don't know. Like there's something visceral about it that it's hard for me to really articulate right now.
I like that.
Other than there is something
there's like an intelligence behind it.
But there's also something vulnerable about that and those artery vines being so exposed. But it also feels like they're in the belly of the beast.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. So she walks down the stairs, comes out of this staircase. They're in some kind of dark, creepy forest. There's all these, it's kind of very bluish purple.
Very blue.
Yeah. Blue leaves on the ground.
Whole bed of leaves. Not even just like a few leaves here and there. It's just a floor of leaves.
Yep. The music is starting to vibe. And everyone else is just kind of like standing and staring around. And she walks up with everyone and says, I never doubted us for a second. They all take off their shoes through some unspoken rule.
Well, yes. And then in the credits, the very first thing we see is, thou shalt remove their shoes before stepping foot on.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Yeah,
I
so
clocked that.
There are rules for the Witch's Road, and apparently taking off your shoes is one of them. And yeah, and then we start going down the Witch's Road.
Down the road, which I said looked very Wizard of Oz.
Looked very Wizard of Oz indeed. I am delighted to tell you that that is a physical set. The entire thing.
Cool. Good.
Hand created trees and like this huge, backdrop and like all the individual leaves and like everything. The behind the scenes is crazy.
I love it.
It's so cool.
I love it so much. I do have a tremendous amount of respect for what good special effects can do.
Yeah.
But my heart lives in practical.
Yeah.
So much.
And and definitely in this case especially, like, it just makes such a big difference for the whole feeling, atmosphere, even like, the way the actors are like embodying in the space kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So great stuff. It looks awesome.
I loved it.
There's a full moon in the distance.
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
I loved it a lot.
And yeah, that's where we leave off. So we are on the Witch's Road officially. Mm-hmm. The gang is together. And
where's Aubrey?
Where is she indeed?
What's his name had Mr. Scratchy with him, right? When he ran down the stairs?
I think he dropped him.
Did he?
He put him down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So unknown where Senior Scratchy is at this time. But yeah. Any remaining thoughts on episode 2?
I am now more convinced than ever that Agatha has not been down the road before. That's all.
Okay. Like this road or any
of the Witch's Road.
Okay.
I think it's part of her mythos, part of her both self-encouraged and just like larger story runs away from her. Mm-hmm. And she plays into it because everyone says everyone who goes down that road is dead. And then I don't even know. Well, I don't even think she says it. I think he's like, well, you're alive. You made it. And then even when the one's like, everyone knows it's a cult, it's a whatever, it's a con. And then she goes, but what if it's not? Instead of being like, well, I did it. Like there's a lot of little things all throughout where she herself.
There's a lot of little things.
Never actually solidly confirms that she's done this before. And if she had the Darkhold, why would she have needed to go down the road? She couldn't access all the powers of the Darkhold. Otherwise, she would be stronger than the Supreme.
Well, one could hypothesize that she went down the road originally to acquire the Darkhold.
Sure. But I think that she found a way around it. I think she also thought that the road was probably just a myth.
Yeah, I'm trying to scroll back to when her and Teen are first talking about the road. Okay, the Witch's Road, I want you to take me there. The Witch's Road doesn't exist, is the first thing she says. Mm-hmm. You're lying. Am I? That's just what the real witches say to keep the amateurs out. The road will give you the thing you want the most if you make it to the end, and I will. And that's where she says the road is no place for a kid, etc., etc.
Yeah. So she never actually says for herself, I've done this.
She never boasts about it, certainly.
Yeah.
Which feels like something she would do.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's true. Okay. So that's your official theory 1. Mm-hmm. What about who is real? Who is real? What's real? What's her deal?
No clue.
No clue.
I got
Perfect.
nothing for you there.
Excellent. Keep your mind open. Teen.
Also no clue.
Perfect. Love it. I'm trying to think if there are any other big mysteries.
Kitty. She's going to discover her power.
Is she?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I do kind of wonder.
Yeah, is she an actual Green Witch after we roped her in to play the part of the Green Witch?
She has to be. In order for the road to have worked. She has to be.
Okay.
She's enough of a witch.
Enough of a witch.
Within
witchy enough.
Witchy enough.
Okay.
Within the 3-mile radius.
Okay. You said previously.
And wasn't there a line too delivered by Teen? I am so sorry.
No, go ahead.
Where he said something too about like how a coven is like drawn together by fate.
Yes. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, and the title of this episode, Circle Sewn with Fate.
Yeah.
Unlock the hidden gate.
Hello, Kitty.
Hello, Kitty.
You're part of the fate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, what were you going to say?
You said prior to us starting these episodes that your theory was that there was going to be a character that that died.
Not necessarily died, but tried to push the boundary or push against this and suffered the consequence enough for us to understand the stakes of not completing the road.
Do you still feel that way?
I think that will still happen at some point, yes.
Okay.
I think we need to understand what the stakes are if this is not done well or right.
For sure. Yeah, so next time I'll just say briefly, we would normally, going back to your regularly scheduled show off. However, I don't have an episode prepared for this category because short form comedy is just not my bag.
I can give you another one if we want to do another short form.
Maybe I'll let you have it.
Oh my God, we can do what we do in the shadows. Keep it witchy.
Is it short? I thought it was longer.
This is 20-minute episodes.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought it was like an hour for some reason. But for the moment,
yes,
we are going to continue with the next 2 episodes.
We are going to continue down the witch's road.
Down the witch's road, baby. So, episode 3, Through Many Miles of Tricks and Trials.
Okay.
And episode 4, If I Can't Reach You, Let My Song Teach You.
Okay. So, I mean, we're on a witch's road. Literally anything goes as far as like plots and whatever. Mm-hmm. So, I'm not really going to make any good predictions there. Tricks, trials, etc. Testing their magic, learning what the stakes are. Mm-hmm. Cool. What's the next one?
4. If I can't reach you, let my song teach you.
That to me reads like the Blood Witch. Like her mom.
Yes.
Communicating
Alice.
to her. Yeah. Alice, thank you. That is all.
That is all. All right. I can dig it. Yeah, I'll tell you so when I was originally thinking, I want to like do an episode of Agatha for a show-off episode, I really thought it was going to be episode 3.
Oh, really?
So I'm excited for you to see it because I think it's really good, and it's like our first true trial of the road.
Yeah.
So it's super fun.
Which I'm excited for. I'm surprised it took us this long to get here, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah. We're gonna have many episodes now of road stuff.
Yeah.
So. Alrighty, sounds good. Thank you guys so much for listening to the show off.
Thank you all.
And hanging out and talking about Agatha with us. If you want, you can.
Yes.
Subscribe to the pod.
Cool.
Follow us on the podcast app of your choosing or on YouTube.
Sounds nice.
You also can leave us a comment.
Yeah, that's true.
On YouTube or Spotify.
Spotify indeed.
And if you want to email us and send us your thoughts in a more long form format, you can email us at theshowofpod@gmail.com. And other than that, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to this episode of The Show Off. If you enjoyed this one, go ahead and leave us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcast and give us your review of our episode pick for this week's pod. You can also email us at theshowoffpod@gmail.com. See you all next week.